We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Yes, go. 10.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run here with a rookie. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this Packers defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. They didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. To the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go.
Following the interception, Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Set.
Love from the gun. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
Green, drill, 52, 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ready. Check 45. Wide.
Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Black. 90. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft from 4 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score. Packers 21. Commanders nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Daniels looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Back to 60, back to 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Daniels. They'll throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a third and inches. They go play action. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. A solid stiff arm. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw now, here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here we go. Clock, 30, ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup.
Love. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
45, White.
Throwing. Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 7. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. To the air goes Daniels. And dropped it up. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Ertz has it left side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Daniels going to throw for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go, set. 50, 5, 60. Hut.
Play action this time with Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
10 black. Trouble, 38.
Now Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Commanders 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Still moving. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit out a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Packer 60, Packer 60.
To throw is Daniels. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Dragon 60. Viking 18. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Hey, check that, check that.
A final shot before break. Daniels throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's second back at the 36. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now third down and very long.
Let's go. Yellow, 43.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Lane. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. The slot man in motion right. 2nd and long. He'll get this complete to Senate, the tight end. That'll give him that time. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got it out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Get it. Next. On rock right. On rock right.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
At the 17-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Ready. Fight. White.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. On play action. Love to throw. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to think a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Here we go. Kennedy Lions. Ready.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Here's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Yellow, 43. Drill, 52.
Play fake. Here's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Ready, ready. 52 blue. 52 blaster.
Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Gets around him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Daniels looking to throw. Rolling to his right. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. First down yardage. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for first.
First down, Commanders.
Here we go. Set. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
Back to throw. Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we quit. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Slide 2, 33, yellow.
Throwing, Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
51. Commanders 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 63 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Trouble, 38.
Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Red, 38. 10 seconds.
Love now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
Here we go.
Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
He was defended by Frankie.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expect. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Set, hut. Black, 52 blue. Hut.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Clock 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Ready. Black, 95. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Let's go now. 45. Fury. Yellow. Set.
Love. This is third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the third and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man down the field. It's a tight end center. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.